Welcome to Up Close and Personal. The lovely hostess here is Dr. Nandini Mouli of the Capital Forum. Her guest is Dr. Subramaniam, and he is from SSVT. And today these two doctors will inform us all about Aim4Seva. That's right, Aim4Seva. Come close, let's have a look.
Good morning and namaste to everyone. This is Nandini Mouli welcoming you all to another edition of Up Close and Personal show, where we talk about the accomplishments of established Asian Americans living in the tri-state area, as well as tune you in to some of the key events happening. Today, we are going to be discussing a very beautiful event coming up to our area on September 28th, organized by a very wonderful service organization called Aim4Seva, started by Pujya Sri Dayananda Saraswati ji. To give all the details about this organization and the event, I've invited Dr. Siva Subramaniam, who is the organizer for the DC chapter, and he is here to tell you all about it and ensure that you would be in there with us, supporting this organization with your resources, family, and friends. Dr. Siva Subramaniam, very happy that you could join me
Pleasure
today
to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
On the studios of GTV. And I'm really excited that this organization focuses on service for youngsters, especially the education aspect of youngsters. These are the youngsters growing up in India, in villages and places where schools and colleges are not available. So these children have to walk distances or sometimes take the public transportation and so on to go to the neighboring towns and cities to have primary education, middle school, high school, and so on. So tell me all about what this Aim4Seva is doing for these great children of India.
Thank you, Nandini. As you said, this is really a great organization which has been started in 2000 and is running for the last 13 years and has done a phenomenal job of educating children who are tribes, born to different tribes, Adivasis as we call in the hills and the various parts of India,
Yes.
as well as rural poor children, as you correctly said, where there are no schools nearby. And some of these children have to actually walk through forest to get to the school usually in the base of the mountains. And if they do, they cannot be coming every day and in and out. And so this need was seen when they saw that 80 to 90% of the students drop out within 1, 2, 3 years of starting to go to these schools.
Yes.
And so by establishing Chhatralayas, which is actually freestanding hostels for the students next to these schools, and really this made a big difference. I can tell you quickly what is the impact is. By starting this, the children can come and stay for the entire week, don't have to risk going back. And if they have to go back, then the parents will come on the weekend to pick them up and drop them back.
Yes.
But otherwise they can stay for the entire semester.
Beautiful.
And this also not alone provides just simply a home, but also it teaches a lot of values, morals, and as well as the green initiatives that we talk about, the eco things that we talk about, all those kind of things also are taught. Art is taught, sports is coached, and academic coaching is also given. And by doing this over this last 13 years, we have now statistics to show the 60 to 80% dropout rate really drops to 1%. What a phenomenal change.
Absolutely, absolutely. It seems like that they are not only imparting academic education, but also making them true human beings by giving them all other aspects of character and education also. So I can't wait to be part of this organization. I'm so happy that you could come and also hook me into this movement, so to speak. And so we could do a little bit from where we are in the Washington, D.C. area. Now, tell me a little bit about what are the places typically these schools are located in India?
Yeah. This is not in the urban areas. These are really either rural, very rural, or in the base of the mountains for the tribal children. And so this is, as you will see in the map of India, there are 20 states are already covered. There are already 125 projects in all these 20 states, and about 100 freestanding hostels, as well as in some places they also have small hospitals, clinics to help them, in terms of it. It is having an impact for more than 10 million people.
Awesome.
More than 5,000 villages, and it has already taught more than 14,000 children. Let me give you one example. There was one person who has gone through this in one of the states in Madhya Pradesh, and she not alone went through the school, and she says, this is the only reason why I was able to stay in the school.
Yes.
And graduated out of the high school, did her undergraduate, and she has just come to Canada, Toronto for her PhD.
Awesome.
It is awesome.
Beautiful. When I read her story, I was touched. I was moved. And I said, if a girl could come from that type of poor situation, poverty, all the way to doing PhD, and she attributes all her successes to the education that she received at the Aim4Seva organization. So this is a pure testimonial that you could tune in to even YouTube. Some of us have put it on Facebook also. So we would encourage you to listen to her story, read her biography, and come to our organization to support in any which way you want. We encourage your ideas, we encourage your time, monetary resource, any which way you can contribute to the education of these children. I'm reminded, Dr. Siva, about a particular sloka we read back when we were young, that the best charity you could do to any cause is giving education. எழுத்தறிவித்தவனுக்கு, in Tamil they say, this is the best charity you could do. Just like Annadanam. Doing education, giving education, creating empowered kids is the best thing that you could do. So I think we need more of you to come and do the voluntary service in this organization. Now you could tell me a little bit more about the organization and what else do we want from the viewers?
I just picking up from what you just said. Our Hindu scriptures say a lot about in terms of giving, dhanam. Okay, this actually is a way of means of a self-growth for individual. Of course it benefits the person who receives it as well, but it benefits you more than the person that receives it. But it is important to think in terms of that part as a self-growth. And you mentioned something about how these students come and develop. So they are now into a fully developed moral human beings doing a lot of things.
Absolutely.
And one of the question always comes up is in terms of, does this educate only a particular sector of students? Definitely not so. This is clearly a non-profit organizations, tax exempt both in India and United States, but it focuses on all children. In fact, there are children of other religion also as a part of these schools that come up. And so it is really very well focused on educating, empowering the youth, and that is the best thing that you can do. And people used to say annadhanam, giving food is very important. It is considered as a sacred high duty. But educating is even better. It is like 1,000 annadhanams that you do.
Absolutely.
Because you are now empowering the child who can earn and feed himself or herself and their family.
Absolutely.
And do more in terms of to others.
Wonderful. This is certainly a worthwhile cause, and in order for us in the tri-state area to know more about it, we are also going to have small meetings wherever you have get-togethers. You can invite us. You can invite Dr. Siva Subramaniam or myself, and we will be there to discuss it in your own friend circle and networks and so on, and promote this cause together as a community, which is very, very vital in our opinion. Also, we have organized an event on September 28th as a thank you to the sponsors, to the promoters, to the volunteers of this organization. Maybe Dr. Siva, could you say a little bit about the
Sure.
cultural event that's happening?
Sure. I mean, I think this is very important that we are making a plea here to support a child, sponsor a child, so that that person can become educated and empowered. And for those who are able to support us in terms of this, as Nandini said, there is going to be a thank you event in the Nova Auditorium in Annandale, Virginia, called Prabhavati, which is a choreographed dance drama. And this is, the main artist is Ms. Rukmini Vijay Kumar from Bangalore, who has just done a fantastic tour last year with another program, and they are coming here, and we are doing it first time in DC, and we would like you all to join us in terms of in the program on Saturday, September 27th at 4 p.m. And we would like to give passes to all of them who are able to support this Aim4Seva, the students in the rural and Adivasi children in India. And we have a website that you can look into and be able to donate through that. Or as Nandini said, call us and participate in any other way that you can. Time, effort, all of those things are very welcome. And if you have any organizations doing programs, projects, invite us. We will come and give a few minutes in terms of about this project, what they can do to help in terms of for their self-growth as well as the growth of these children.
Absolutely. This dance program has been organized by Aim4Seva nationally. So we are very proud to host it in DC area on the 28th of September, Saturday, from 4 to 6 p.m. And it's a phenomenally well respected, well accepted program. Prabhavati, it's a love story of an Asura princess. So please do join us and support your time and money, and in whatever way you could be part of this organization. We would very much welcome that. Look forward to seeing you and hearing from you on your participation, your contribution to this organization. With that, I would like to thank Dr. Siva Subramaniam once again for coming to the studios of GTV and give us all the background about it. And we look forward to seeing you also once again on September 28th, Saturday from 4 to 6 p.m. at the Nova Theatre in Annandale, Virginia. This is once again Nandini Mouli saying so long. Have a wonderful day as well as weekend. Enjoy this beautiful summer out there. So long.